It may be dark in your life right now, but don't let the dark fool you. The dark is not a sign that you're never going to get well. It's not a sign that your child is never going to do right. It's not a sign that your business is not going to make it. It may have been meant to stop you. The enemy sent it to keep you from your destiny. The good news, God has overruled that scheme. He's thwarting the plans of the enemy. That darkness is not going to last. The depression is not permanent. The addiction, the sickness, that trouble at work is not how your story ends. You've gone from PM to AM. It's a new day. The sun is about to break forth. Healing is in your future. Abundance is in your future. Good relationships are in your future. Victory is in your future. Instead of complaining about the dark, being discouraged by the dark, have a new perspective. The dark means light is coming. Now do your part. Start praising Him in the dark. Start thanking Him that things are changing in your favor. Don't be moved by what you see. 11:30 at night doesn't look any different than midnight, but midnight is a new day. God is saying the clock has ticked in your favor. You passed midnight. Things may not look any different yet. Don't worry, light is on the way. The sun has never once not come up. God has never once not made good on His promises. It may not happen on our timetable or the way we thought, but I can assure you the sun is going to come up in your life. You wouldn't be alive if God didn't have something amazing in your future. God always starts in the dark. That's a sign He's about to burst something new, something big, something unusual. If He started in the light, it wouldn't take any faith. If we could see how it was going to happen, we had all the resources, the connections, the solution, we wouldn't have to depend on Him. The time to show what you're made of is when it's dark and you don't see anything changing. Thoughts will tell you, you'll never get out of debt. You'll never meet the right person. You'll never accomplish that dream. Instead of getting depressed, the right attitude is, yes, it's still dark. Yes, I don't see anything changing, but I'm not worried. I know it's after midnight, light is coming. God is faithful. What He promised you, He's going to bring to pass. Job went through a dark time. Everything was going great. Life was good. Then the bottom fell out. He lost his health, lost his family, lost his business. Didn't seem fair. Job was the most righteous man of his day. You would think he wouldn't have any dark seasons. He wouldn't have to deal with disappointments, bad breaks. But life happens to us all. Rain falls on the just and the unjust. The difference with the just, with people like you, people that honor God, is God promises to take what was meant for harm and turn it for your good. There may be dark seasons, but if you'll stay in faith and not get bitter, God won't just bring you out, He'll bring you out better than you were before. He'll make the enemy pay for bringing that trouble. God said to Satan, "Have you seen my servant Job? There's no one like him in all the land. He's blameless. He's a man of integrity. He has a spirit of excellence." I love the fact that God was bragging on Job. If you could hear what God is saying about you, you would be amazed. We think God is focused on all of our faults, our shortcomings, but God sees all the good things in you. He sees your heart to help others. He sees your sincerity, your kindness, your courage. I can hear Him telling the angels, "Have you seen my son Jim? He's really amazing. Have you seen my daughter Rachel? There's no one like her." God is proud of you. He made you in His own image. He calls you a masterpiece. And just because you're having difficulty doesn't mean you've done something wrong. We all go through tests, seasons that we don't understand. What I want us to see is the darkness is not permanent. At some point, you're going to go from PM to AM. God is going to shift things. You're going to come out promoted, increased at a new level of your destiny. When Job lost everything, he was very discouraged. He sat down among the ashes and put on sackcloth. He went through phases of being upset, bitter, frustrated. But God knows we're human. we feel things. There may be times where you feel those emotions. That's okay, just don't stay there. Job eventually got up out of the ashes. It was still dark, nothing had changed, but he made the statement, I know my Redeemer lives. He was saying, God is still on the throne. He has the final say. I'm not going to drag around sour over what I've lost. I'm getting ready for the new things he has in store. A few chapters later, in the middle of all the difficulty, still as dark as ever, nothing had changed, but Job said, I know God has granted me favor. He was saying, I know I've entered a new day. I know I've gone from PM to AM. I know this darkness is not permanent. Chapter 8, a man came along to encourage him. He said, Job, God will yet fill your mouth with laughter and your lips with shouts of joy. He was saying to Job what God is saying to us. Don't let this dark season fool you. Don't let this pandemic, don't let the sickness, don't let the breakup cause you to live defeated. You're going to laugh again. You're going to love again. You're going to dream again. You're going to build again. You're going to lead again. You're going to flourish again. I've heard it said, what if the darkness you're going through is not the darkness of the tomb, but the darkness of the womb? The darkness that precedes God doing something amazing in your life. You're not in the darkness of the tomb. Have a new perspective. You're in the darkness of the womb. God is about to do something that you haven't seen. You're going to discover talent that you didn't know you had. That person that broke your heart, walked out on you, they didn't stop your destiny. You're about to meet someone better than you've ever imagined. That dark time is not wasted. God is using it to birth something that you could have never experienced without it. God will turn your mourning into dancing. He will take away your sadness and clothe you with joy. I believe there's sadness that's about to be taken away. That darkness is about to lift off of you. You're going to be clothed with joy, happy, fulfilled, vibrant, with fresh vision, fresh passion. Not just come out okay, hey, I made it through. That morning is about to be turned to dancing. God is going to make up for the sadness. He's going to pay you back for the sorrow, the hurt, the injustice. Now get your hopes up. Like Job, keep thanking him that he's granted you favor. Keep declaring, my Redeemer lives.